Welcome back to Border Adventures, where it's all fun and games here in Switzerland. We've got an away game against Sion today. It's our last game before the winter break, and given the atrocities that we witnessed in our last episode, I think we might need to be making some tweaks to our squad during the winter recess.
Out it!
So another episode and another tactical tweak then. Well, we gave the last tactic a good 120 minutes of game time, I think. So time to change it once more. Sticking with a flat back four, but I think we're going to something that we perhaps tried out maybe at the midpoint of last season. 2 holding midfielders, 2 inverted wingers, a more advanced attacking playmaker, just playing in that number 10 role behind Petrelli. Petrelli is a rare bright light with FC Luzern. He's clocked up 12 goals in 16 starts now. Top scorer, I think, in the division. So he's looking pretty good. The Otter is looking resplendent as well. He's got an average rating of, 7.78. So that's looking mighty fine. If we're going to be changing anything during the winter break, well, it could be Mr. Von Bullmoose. I mean, that mistake still haunts me that he made in the last game, and he's solid most of the time, but if he's going to start chucking in errors like that, we might look for a little upgrade. And then this guy that we brought in on loan, don't let his average rating fool you. This guy is at fault for a fair proportion of the goals that we are conceding. I think it might be his bravery and composure that are a little bit low that leads to him making some pretty poor decisions. Some pretty gutless decisions at times at the far post when the ball's coming in. So we might be looking to make a little upgrade there. We're going into today's game against Sion, and, well, we're a little bit behind Basel now in second place, so we can't catch them. But just to cling on to third, we're going to need a victory today. Form has been patchy since the last game. So that 3-2 defeat against St. Gallen, the Von Bulmer show we showed you. We beat Neuchâtel Xamax in the Cup, although Neuchâtel are in the division below, so nothing to write home about. Disappointing 1-1 draw with Thun. We tried to solidify things a little bit, so we beat Zurich 2-0. That was a reasonable performance. 4-1 win against Lugano, but Lugano are bottom of the table. They're this season's grasshoppers, so certainly nothing to write home about. Narrow defeat against Basel. To be brutally honest, we were in this game. We weren't outplayed. Match stats were, very even there. We even shaded the possession as well. And then we had a 1-1 draw with Young Boys, and they're run away at the top of the table. So that's certainly not a bad result. You know, they had more shots than us, but again, we had a little bit of possession. So we're going into today's game and we're going to see how this new tactical tweak does us. We're going to commit to this for at least 45 minutes, which in Llama terms is an absolute lifetime. And we're going to see how it gets on. So we're going to send the boys out there. They're playing a 4-3-3 formation. We're going to see how we get on. So we're playing Villa at left back. We've got a young Peruvian that we've trying to convert from being a left winger into being a very attacking left back. He is struggling a little bit and he's got tackling of 9. So during January, we're getting the shopping list out. The scouts, they're busy out doing their thing, and we might look to try and bring somebody in. So how's this game started? Poorly, no shots at all. And yet again, frustratingly, the game has reset to having all of these match stats everywhere. I don't seem to be able to prevent it from doing that. Okay. Normality is resumed. Not complete normality. We haven't conceded a goal yet, but here's a highlight. This will surely put things right. What do we got? Ramasco, Ott, who is a player who's playing incredibly well. Having those 2 playmakers in the centre of the park means they can do things like that. Petrelli, well, more often than not, he's been finishing those kind of chances. Today, he's fired it at the keeper. Looking a little bit better in terms of the match stats, though. Maybe we need to get a little bit more creative. Inspired the boys. And we're off again. It's the Bobster to the Otter. He's gone long this time. Here's Petrelli. He's pulled out wide. Well, He's got tackled there. I'm not sure that quite warranted a highlight unless they're having a look at that. Having a look at that for a penalty. The referee's making that agonising arching run over to somebody who's doing some pretty intensive lunges in front of him. What's the ref going to say? The tension is palpable. Not really. These VAR reviews are agonising. And nothing. Absolutely nothing. You've wasted everybody's time there, Football Manager. That's 30 seconds of footage we could absolutely have done without. Am I going to edit it out? Am I heck? So, let's give them a half-time team talk. Well, I think you're going to have to dig deep. Like me in a Mongolian penitentiary. That's the other series. Sorry. Mixing my series there. And we need a little bit more. What do we got by way of performance? The Bobster is playing terribly. Come in, Bobster. Your time is up. And Ramasco is not playing great either. Let's go double changes on the wings. And let's nudge that up to positive. And we need a little bit of passion from you. Can we pick up the ball? Villa. He's passed it to right. So Villa's done something correct. I'll probably give him a 7.2 rating. Here's Tanguy, who in real life I think might have just moved to Bayern Munich. So maybe he's a player with a bit of potential. I think we bought him from a French team, possibly Sochaux. Das, don't give it to Von Bournemouth there. We know what he's up to. Here's Villa again. Looking to prove me wrong. Now a simple pass. Right, Ott. It's all very slow. It's all very pedestrian. No, don't give it to him. Oh, hearts in the mouth every time the man in goal gets the ball. Here's Yeboah then. So we've swapped the Bobster out. Here's Petrelli. Oh, he's denied by a heck of a save by the keeper. Better, but we're not in the lead. We're not in the lead, and Petrelli's pulling a 6.4. Villa, okay, well, he's done some correct things. Here's Petrelli. You're getting subbed in a second, kid, unless you can go past your man and fire one in. Oh, goodness me. No. That will be your last sniff of action today. And we're going to have to go attacking because our third place in the table, I think, is not going to hold unless we get a winner. Zurich, I think, are playing tomorrow, I think. And this has been very lackluster once more. We tried to solidify things a little bit. I guess we've done that in this game. But at the expense of our attacking threat, Horak finishes the game by striking the foot of the post. He was offside anyway. And, well, we're cruising towards full time. We've tossed possession away with a meaningless throw-in. And we've got an attack to try and repel. We've got the ball to Ayagun. Is it going to let's have a little highlight here? We're going to go over the top. No, we've gone out wide. Here he is, Yeboah. He's cutting in. Not really got the same support in this new formation. It's a lot more conservative. We've hit the post again. And the boys just are not firing. Corner to finish the game, but I think the whistle's going to go. They got it clear. Horak gets it out to Ott. He's letting us play on. Oh, and that was a hitch-kicked effort right on the whistle. And it did fly wide. So we've dominated the match stats by every metric you could possibly throw at us. And we've achieved nothing more than a point. And so there you go. We retain our spot in third place, but Zurich may well overtake that with their game in hand. I think we've got a little bit of work to do during the January transfer window. I think we need to play some friendlies against some pretty stiff opposition to try and get the boys used to a tactic that can both attack freely and score some goals, but keep things a little bit tighter at the back. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for everybody that's subscribing to the channel as we go along. We're going to go away and perform a little bit of surgery on our squad, and we're going to see you right back after the winter break as we continue our border adventures.